microphone. Hello there and welcome to a very, very live game of Company of Heroes. This is streamed live on Twitch and it is live in Automatch as we live and breathe. In the south, we find OrangePest as the mighty Wehrmacht. Markov in the north, playing as the Soviets, has already locked in a bit of UDT for that M42 double destruction that we will surely be seeing. Let's reveal the map and we see that it is indeed Winter Crossroads. White Flash stumbled upon the best 1v1 map of all time, and now he's decided to make it worse and snowy. And why we say it worse? Because of course it's very easy to camp your own fuel. You just ensure you keep your own cut off and sit on your own fuel. Makes it arguably a little bit easier for Wehrmacht to survive and prosper, especially when they're going to be playing with Strategic Reserves Doctrine, trying to get that 13 command point. Very expensive 250 fuel Tiger Ace on the field. It's going to be a good battle though. These very evenly pitched players, both top 20, both most likely practicing for the upcoming 1v1 tournaments. Master League represent. I'm sure we've got a lot of people in chat that are very aware that we're going to be seeing one major Company of Heroes 2 1v1 tournament every 2 months from June onwards, thanks to patreon.com/Master League. Just a traditional conscript build for Markov so far. Just bringing them onto the field. Of course, with UDT, we're going to be seeing shock troops later on, a bit of booby trap territory. It's pretty much the meta commander for Company of Heroes 2 Soviets right now. And this is very, very meta for Wehrmacht too, with the Ass Grenadiers. I hate sandbag fighting positions. I hate sandbags for any frontline infantry. I think it makes the game slower, the map uglier, and the flow of battle worse. But that's just my opinion. I will be reading chat to see if anybody else agrees. Interesting positioning from OrangePest there. He got quite aggressive. He tries to Uror out of the traversal range, and he gets there. And he's now gunning for the MG42, tries to make it in the house, and is in the house. So, you know, a tale of two bits of luck there. But OrangePest is now surrounded. He starts off by gunning the green cover conscripts, which isn't, I suppose, the best idea, but he's got pioneers protecting him against the conscripts on the south-facing wall, so not bad in all now that we see what he was going for there. Conscript does survive versus Grenadier in the west. A little bit lower health than I anticipated. Wonder if we saw... Oh, it was indeed the Assault Grenadiers, that's why it was dropped health so quickly. Of course, OrangePest is gunning to be the next Shadow Warder with his rage and his high APM, low successful action playstyle. OrangePest is indeed the next Shadow Warder. You heard it here first, everybody. Conscripts pushing down into the south, and what awaits them? It is indeed the MG42 capping up the munitions. Finally, we're going to get a successful fuel cap. Oh no, I take it back. He's had this fuel connected up until now. So a little bit of flip reversal, not the traditional split for this map you often see. Markov is an excellent player. I saw him go toe-to-toe with Kimbo last night. I was casting it on Nexus. Kimbo did reign victorious though, but it was a very closely fought encounter. Little bit of idleness from OrangePest there, and the conscript's going to exploit that. If he hadn't had them idle, he could have had them in an ambush position. Maybe he needs to go into full try-hard mode to engage that extra 100 APM and give his mechanical keyboard a good smashing, as we often see on his stream. No, I do like OrangePest. He's a quality guy. He realised that snipers were the counter to Brits, and he went against his old doctrine of trying to hang anybody that used snipers. Got healing up in base as the conscripts feel the loving embrace of the nurses that will shepherd them back onto the field of combat. And yeah, we are, as I say, we are seeing an untraditional split for Crossroads Winter. We're north versus south instead of west versus east. We're just seeing some good barbed wire usage. Get it down. This strong garrison now will be extra exploitable. That looks like something from Stalingrad, doesn't it? Just peeking out from the ruins upon the desolate wasteland. Definitely meant to say desolate there, but whatever. MG42 sets up. It's been a decent battle so far. We just had a bit of a lull in activity, and me being the seasoned veteran caster I was, took that opportunity to take us on a T-tour, but we're back. As the conscripts now have their sandbags set up, and look, they can just sit behind them and hope to keep the fuel for as long as possible. Interestingly, we're not seeing this pushed though. Ah, that's why. He's got a grenadier in wait. Conscripts versus MP40 assault grenadiers there, and the MG42 is in peril. He sprints into the picture to protect them as they retreat, and he needed to do so, otherwise that would have been a loss. Does he have any reinforcements coming in? Yes, he does, but it's a two-man assault grenadier, and we may see a steal here. We've got the scout car coming out for OrangePest. However, there we go, the base bunker over the wall. Can he get it? Oh, he could have got it there. Surely he does indeed get it, thanks to the focus fire of the base bunker. And he now needs to escape. Grenadier's trying to gun him down. Will he go for a merge? No, he won't. And the MG42 somehow protected for OrangePest. But in amongst the fighting, he has lost his cutoff. And here comes the scout car. Oh! Not quite helping hands level with that rifle nade on retreat. There's the scout car just chilling for now. Gonna do a donut in the snow. Why not? Or maybe he just wants to figure out where to go. And indeed it is east. A lot of manpower float, creative name in chat, is reporting. And just so YouTube viewers know, I've just tried to tab out of my game and I've now got my cursor stuck. So I have to do that. And there we go, a mine is seen. I'm still stuck. Come on, Relic, help me out here. Give me my cursor back, Relic. There we go, I've got it back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got lock mouse on, if you must know, for when I play Automatch, so I don't accidentally lose my cursor in the middle of a battle. That now means that if I want to bring chat and show you chat from my second monitor, I can no longer do it. (222) punishing down the hurt on the combat engineers, causing them to reconsider. Both cut-offs are currently taken, and nobody has any fuel until this assault grenadier takes it here. We've got a nice juicy S-mine patch there. 2 patches, I believe. Down. 222 waiting. Panzer Grenadiers now out of their headquarters building. Nice long-range rifle nade. Somehow was within the scope of the ability for a millisecond, and he was able to get the hotkey off. He's looking to get a follow-up with the M42 in tow. Scout car needs to get behind this green cover wall. One more shot will kill it. I think he... Is he going to die? He's out of range, fortunately for him. Rifle nade goes in. Kills one of the crew members. Conscripts are going to come into cover, as is the Rock 9 flamethrower toting combat engineers. 2 conscript squads defending the Radina. And M42 escapes, but as does the 222. Meanwhile, I hear those papachas blazing as the shock troops emerge. Putting the pressure down as the conscripts and the shock troops seeing the assault grenadiers off. Let's take this moment to look at the stats and see that OrangePest does have a superior KD, as one would expect against Soviets. We can see that conscripts have dominated there. It's the graph I wanted to look at. There we go, army value. OrangePest has eked ahead ever so slightly, but we did have a little bit of float. And then points held, you can see that's a very fair affair right now. Oh, and that guy's sliding across the snow, having some good fun. This guy's crawling to meet him. Coming here is a very, very family-friendly, fun activity. Assault Grenadiers 6 kills, Veterancy 1. Giving them those glorious steel granat. 2-2. Oh, gets hit again. It just gets repaired, and as soon as he gets repaired, it gets taken out by that laser precision guided M42 from afar. Meanwhile, on the east side, we do have a successful push away by OrangePest on the east side, and he is able to neutralize the western cutoff. So again, he'll have a bit more fuel, but he's losing out on the bigger picture, because he's Doesn't have the victory points right now, and Markov has 500. And here it is, the forward headquarters building. Just been bundle naded, so we're already locked down to 50% health. And of course it isn't repairable, which will make it super OP. There you go, be able to heal, give himself health, and reinforce. How does the health work exactly? Is it medpack related? I don't have access to the UI, and I must admit I've never played with forward headquarters myself in Company of Heroes. I'm literally armoured assault every single game. But it is absolutely brutal, isn't it? Inspire nearby infantry units to fight on. Does anyone know how that works? Do they get defensive bonuses? I think they do, don't they? The forward headquarters does indeed have medics, says Twisted Tootsie. A far better player than 99% of us in chat. If you give him mechanised and USF. Received accuracy decreased. Accuracy increased? That needs to be taken out ASAP, of course. I have suffered under the power of an FHQ, though, I must say, and they are brutal to try and get rid of. So OrangePest is dedicating himself to destroying it right now. But that might mean he's distracted, and that might mean that Markov is able to get a lot of damage off elsewhere. And that is the problem with forward headquarters. It's a great distraction technique as well. It just means that your opponent is preoccupied and unstable. And 42 destroying the S-mine field. I was wondering what that noise was. Grenadier in a bit of a tricky predicament. He needs to get out of there. FHQ's down to about 35% health, something like that. And there we go. Clears the S-mine the hard way, as the gun wasn't doing anything. Mortar. Really taking a long time to hurt the FHQ, isn't it? And now being forced away. There you go. And all this while, Markov has been able to dominate the centre. He's only lost 14 victory points. Nice grenade there by the shock troops, but it's a good side to escape from, and he'll be able to get back to base in no time. To be honest, the shock troops probably could have jumped in and out of the house there and finished the job, but Markov wasn't quite forward-thinking enough. And yeah, this is going well thus far for Markov, I would say. OrangePest has teched up support armor core, and he does have it building right now. But we all know where Markov's going. He's going to have a KV2 in, what, around 10 minutes' time? So, although OrangePest is going to have a power spike, rifle nade, well timed, I must say, but it wasn't 100% accurate. Oh, and that's bad. He does have an LMG covering his retreat path, though. Now the shock troops' turn to die. That's really poor from Markov. He lost a lot of models there. And if it had been a second long, OrangePest could have had him. Up north, we just had a sandbag wall constructed for the conscripts. They're going to continue to dominate that avenue of fighting. M42 has been uncovered by the Sturmgewehrs of the Panzer Grenadiers. Nade goes off. Still about 25% health now. No, less. About 20, let's say. M42 still got that veteran C1. Conscripts flanking the MG42. Always staying active, these players, notice. This is top 20 play, so they don't just sit behind sandbags. And there it goes. His advantage has been turned to rubble. Knowing the Soviets, they'll continue fighting in the rubble. Conscripts pushing in, being that veritable meat shield they need to be. It's amazing that Markov has played without the T-70. And nade off, well dodged. He does indeed have mechanised armour Compania. So maybe at 300 fuel he'll get straight to T-34-76. Could do. He's 3 3/4 command points away from the KV2. So maybe we'll see it. No, he's got to 90. He's got to 90. He's got past 90 and 300 manpower, so he certainly doesn't want the T-34. Oh, he does, yeah. Okay, he was mistimed. Fair enough. Fair enough. Apparently the ghost medics have vanished, well noticed by Sarava in chat. Bundle nade on retreat, perhaps? No. Papa Shaz. Oh, there's the bundle nade for you. A little bit dodgy from your boy Markov there. He does have a T-34 on the field now, but he's got one conscript squad less. To be honest, this might sound really bad, but it's just as well. You never want to give veterancy to Panzer Grenadiers. No, no, no. But it is nice to have less manpower bleed in the late game as Soviets. 3 conscripts is still good, especially with the shock troop squad. So although it's still 240 manpower squad that's been wiped, to be honest, it's nowhere near as damaging as it would be in the early game. Oh, that's mine. Does some damage. G42 just chilling. For now, T-34 comes in with that beautiful camouflage. And misses her. No, he doesn't, because he follows up with a machine gun. And Panzer Grenadiers are like, welp, we cost way too much to be doing any fighting right now. 34 manpower does not want to get destroyed. And nearly did so just now. MG42 is actually in a decent position because the conscripts did make their voyage through the west of the map there. Markov with the excellent conscript pressure still. No telemines for OrangePest. T-34 is having a field day. Now this, of course, is the Alf J variant, otherwise known as the OKW Panzer IV. Kills the wreckage of the 222 there. Oh, and enters on the wrong side of the map. We will see another shot from the T-34. Luckily for him, it didn't do any damage. Looks like he's going to go east and target that low health conscript squad. Not a bad idea. Just need to recapture some of the map because he's bleeding out on victory points considerably. Panzer IV. Prioritize vehicle mode, interestingly enough. Not overly sure about that. This is giving chance for Markov to lay mines, by the way. And don't forget he does have 18 aids, so he can double up on the Panzer IV. Mine completed. T-34 has 6 kills already. Shock troops with 5. It's already eclipsing the previous anti-infantry powerhouse of Markov's army. And look at the fuel income as well. He's up plus 32 right now. As we see tank fire through the bushes. And bounces yet again. Shock troops push in. Panzer Grenadiers used... That guy's doubly dead. First PPSHs, then the shock troop grenade. Meanwhile, we've got an engagement over here. Conscripts dying. Markov with some sloppy play. OrangePest gets a minor win there on the peripheries of the battle. And another one. Combat engineers down. This is a throw written all over it. Markov's lost 2 squads in quick succession, and I can't really defend that one this time. We do, however, have an urban assault conscript squad, possibly. No, he was just covering for the M42, it would seem. Mine to be detonated very soon. Should only kill 1 model, though. No! He's so close to death. M42 lines up a shot. Tries to get the... he oorahs into it. Still no penetrations, though, so he is forced to retreat. Meanwhile, in the east, Panzer Grenadiers are repositioning. And that is indeed a nice spot of land. It would be so good if he had had his fuel for, you know, some of the game. Because he currently has less than Markov, and Markov has tier 4 up. And another T-34 on the way. He's not going to go for the KV-2 quite yet. Although he does have 12 CPs. I'm expecting that he may cancel that. Nice nades there. Oh, that was really good by OrangePest. He baited him onto the apex of that former forward headquarters. G Grenadiers pushing out. Looking to get the munitions point, it would seem. Really could do with concentrating on the victory points. And, oh, he's capping right now, so we can't blame him too much. Panzer Fear. It's now out. Onto the battlefield once again, after its brief skirmish before. Only 2 kills to its name, but it has had a very non-lethal tank battle as well. Beautiful landscape behind us. In front of us, rather, there. The bundle nades toss. Markov's not been very good at dodging them so far, so might as well just not try and go 20-dimensional balderdash on him and just try and throw them into his face. Why not? Oh, he's exposed his rear to the M42 and the T-34. This newly built T-34 is in position. And we've had some good penetrations there. And a main gun destroyed critical. These are awful for competitive play, as the Panzer IV is taken out of control by a sniper-like round from those heroes of the Radina. T-34 76mm taking the Panzer IV out of commission. And the main gun destroy critical didn't really mean much in the end, because he would have got the kill anyway, but it's all about that Tiger Ace for OrangePest with his 18 fuel, or 20, as we stand. It's currently been taken away from him. It doesn't look like it's going to end very well for our Swedish friend, does it? We have indeed had to go for, that's right, a 21-minute Pack 40. As the victory points are capped once again by Markov. I want to see if Markov plays with how Markov sees the battlefield. He doesn't use the rotate camera function, just plays from default. A lot of Russians do camera rotate. That's the only reason I was checking. I want to see how twitchy he is, what kind of player this guy is, how he tends to play. Much faster than me, let's say. Let's take that back off before it gives us a migraine. M42 chilling in cloak mode. New Panzer IV's pintle mount has upgraded. Shock troops. Oh, that could have been a much better shot there. Grenade tossed. Dodged by OrangePest, however. He does suffer 2 Pioneer casualties. Meanwhile, Urban Assault conscripts, he did indeed finally get that from earlier. And they are more than enough to push away his folly. Big shot there from the T-34, but the Pack 40 returns fire with a second follow-up shot, and main gun destroy critical, but no. 0 HP critical, the most important one of all, of course. Does get rid of the veterancy on the M42 there. Good work by the Vet 2 MG42. And the pintle mount of the same variety. He's trying to destroy the weapon now, as he has 200 points remaining. He's running away and disappears. A deserter. They're not looked too kindly upon in Soviet Russia, let's say. Well, anywhere for that matter. Pack 40 repositioning. Looks like this T-34 will be back to battle very slowly, because the combat engineers are, of course, veterancy 0. It'll take a very long time. So we'll get the advantage of having done some damage. And there's some more for you. And that'll start getting veterancy on the Pack 40 soon, giving it target weak point. LMG 42 Grenadiers awaits the push of the conscripts. And Panzer IV watches on. It does get a cheeky shot on there. It might do an attack round through the bush. Gets another. So 2 shots, 2 kills for the Panzer IV. And Panzer Grenadiers watch on as their brothers are gunned down like the dogs they are. How are we doing on that fuel count for Markov? 150. And climbing very slowly due to being cut off at the moment. Pack 40 watching on through the bushes. There you go. There's a good frontal arm penetration for you. That's what the Pack 40 is good at. Nades thrown. Just a push away there from OrangePest, wanting to keep his... Well, just get rid of the conscripts ASAP, really. But then again, you must say that Markov has eaten grenades a few times in this game, so we can't keep second guessing. We just have to predict that he'll throw them straight at him. More conscripts having to be built. That's what I was talking about. I mean, this guy, he should have upgraded Minesweepers a long time ago to get that extra repair time, of course. But maybe he doesn't know that. Not everybody knows every stat in the game. Not everybody. Even top 20 players don't. Some people just play and play well and live without knowing the stats. You know, Dev M, for example, used to just come into the game without knowing any stats or abilities and make a fool of himself. And then still get to like semi-finals of ESL tournaments, I remember. And, you know, there's a lot to come to here. There's a lot of abilities to master and a lot of skills to master. And if you're a master of so many skills, in this case... Oh, he has got the Minesweeper. What am I on about? Well, he didn't get it on the first combat engineer. So, it still doesn't make full sense, I guess. But yeah, as Alexander MTX notices in chat, he does have 500 munitions stacked. And that is pretty unforgivable. He does have the 2 combat engineers now, so maybe he can start laying as many mines as he can. This Panzer IV is having a much better battle. 11 kills so far. T-34 is going ham behind enemy lines. However, gets Shreks to the face. Grenades thrown. Ah, that was a satchel from the Pioneers. M42 destroyed. Oh, and the Panzer IV follows up. And destroys the weapon. Good work there by OrangePest. Battling back into this battle. As you would in a battle, because that's indeed what it is. And the Panzer IV is now taking the T-34 out of control. Great usage and combined arms, and then follows up with a squad wipe of his own. Pack 40 in position. It looks to me like Markov is at the end of his tether here. He can't keep up with a full OrangePest. In many ways, you don't want to go full OrangePest, but that's exactly what he's done. He's unleashed that extra 200 APM. Meanwhile, Panzer IV's just in base here, causing havoc, meaning that he can't just rest and recuperate. Nice rifle made on retreat. Now he's got the LMGs to contend with. T-34's gunning him down in the meantime. Panzer IV, however, has been penetrated from behind and exposes that rear. Could die here. No, the Panzer Shreks. Oh, they could rescue the situation. Next penetration wins. Who's going to get it? He bounces and gets taken out of commission. That's a good win for OrangePest. Where was the Zis for Markov? It's way behind. Meanwhile, by the way, this Panzer IV's nearly destroyed the mechanized armor company, and Markov throws in the towel. What a game. GG, well played. For OrangePest. It did not look likely he was going to win that, but as I say, he does actually have this kind of APM that he kind of hides, and he doesn't play at his full potential until he needs to. And then he does have extra gears, let's say. And that isn't just a meme. We all know OrangePest is a great player. He used to scrim a lot with Talisman, for example. And there we go. We showed that when his back is against the wall, he can outplay somebody comprehensively. So good comeback there. But GG well played for Markov as well for forcing his opponent to, you know, really try and pull something out of the bag. Let's go over to the stats and have a look at the overview. Pretty standard stuff, I guess. Points held. Army value's the big one, though. That just shows that it took him 27 minutes to finally find it. OrangePest is now in chat. The only thing I raged about was Grenz being a piece of shit. Just bleed my manpower. LMFAO. So I've always said like that. Might as well spam Ask Grenz, to be honest. I'm not sure about the OrangePest. I think they do bleed shit tons of manpower. Nobody can dispute that. 30 per pop is good, but I think Assault Grenadiers are so easy to play against because they just have that crap mid-range damage that you're best off having. I think your build was fantastic, just having the Grenadiers for the LMGs, keep them at max range. It's just the early game where you struggle. So, I mean, I'm just theorising here, but perhaps Grenadiers not immediately. Go Askrens first, double Pioneer, one Grenadier into Panzer Grenadier, then another Grenadier to follow up. Maybe Grenadiers just need to be built slightly later. I don't know, because they're crap in the early game, aren't they? And against the T-70, they're awful. But they do have the LMG, so they are somewhat the backbone that Wehrmacht need in terms of the damage output, consistent damage output. But, yeah. Do you think so, OrangePest? You think late game they're torture, so they're only good in the mid game is what you think? Until they vet, yeah, exactly. They need the veterancy. So they're always a gamble. You just need to get to veterancy 3, and as you did here with the LMG, they do actually start to be good. Very good. But if you can't do that, I mean, what's the point? Thank you for watching, YouTubers, and I will upload that. I think it was a fun little Automatch battle. Didn't really cast it with that much enthusiasm, but I did enjoy watching it. So hope you have a good week. Become a Patreon, of course, for the Master League, and I'm sure you'll see amazing tournaments in the year to come. Thank you, and goodbye.